Hi guys, it's Morgan from the Treasure Trove, and welcome to my first ever episode of like a talk through tutorial slash get ready with me. Sorry if the lighting is not exactly perfect, but I'm actually getting ready to go somewhere. So I thought I would do a talk through chatty get ready with me style video. I normally don't do these because, as you guys can probably tell if you've watched my videos before, I love listening to music while I do my makeup. It's one of my favorite parts of getting ready. I just love jamming out and listening to music. So normally that's why I make my videos like a speed through with like music overlaps, or I do a voiceover. So this is going to be my first time doing a talk through one. This is going to be a new adventure for me. So let's get started. I'm first going to start off by putting on my Holy Grail moisturizer, which is this Skin Nutrition Youth Perfecting Intensive Moisturizer. It's like step 3 in a 1-2-3 step system. It's emulating like the Clinique 3-step skincare system, and this is actually just from the Dollar Tree, and whenever I see it, I pick up like 3 extra bottles of it because it is really amazing. It's one of the only things that really works for my super dry skin, and it just creates the perfect base for me, and it's just amazing, and it smells really good. It smells like rose petals. I probably look like a freak smearing this all into my face. And I honestly can't believe that it's from Dollar Tree. I actually have the other 2 parts in this system. I really like the facial cleanser that it comes with. Excuse me, I just ate my lunch. I really like the cleanser that it comes with. It comes with a toner too, and I actually really like the toner, but I'm not a huge toner user, so don't really use it that often, but it is a good toner if you're looking for one. So next, I'm just going to go in with a light coverage something because it's still pretty hot out here, and Brian and I are going over to our friend's house so we can, so Brian can continue making his beer with him. They're making beer together. So I just want something light and not too like crazy, so I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. And I actually use this as my foundation palette. Funny story on that, if you can see, it says here from when I was a kid, and it says my homeroom number. It's actually from my 7th grade locker. It was like my 7th grade locker mirror, and I've just kept washing it and using it ever since as like a foundation palette ever since I graduated high school. I know, very strange, right? But hey, at least I didn't throw it away and go to waste. So I just put like a few squirts of like whatever I'm doing on this little thing. And normally I would use my fake beauty blender to put this on, but I'm just like not feeling that today. So I'm just going to use a rounded top Jessup brush here, which I really love these for BB cream. These. I only have one rounded top. I really love this brush for BB cream, and that's pretty much like all I use it for. So I'm just lightly going over this, and this actually looks like, because I actually for one time in my life, once in my life went outside and got a tan. It looks like it's a tad too light for me at the moment, but we'll just go with it. I'm just going to put this all over my face like you normally would. So right now it is Labor Day weekend and here in the States, and by the time this video goes up, I'm sure it won't be Labor Day weekend anymore, but I'm just planning to take it easy this weekend. You know, not do anything too crazy. Maybe go out to a sushi place, go to my pool before it closes here at the apartment complex, have a picnic, like normal laid back Labor Day activities. Labor Day is actually late this year, so I know that some schools went back. So if you're in school, did you go back before or after Labor Day? Let me know if you are even watching this train wreck of a video. Okay, so I put that all, my hair is like giving me the worst trouble right now. So I put that all over my face, avoiding my eye circle area. Am I like in the frame at all? So now that I've got that all over my face, I'm just gonna go in with a concealer, and I'm actually not sure which concealer I want to use at the moment. Options. think I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. under eye concealer. It's really light, so in this heat it won't feel like too much. Oh, the only con I have about this BB cream, like I really like it a lot. It wears really nice. It gives like a really nice dewy finish. Is that it can stay a little tacky for too long, so it's like you really have to set it with a powder. And it kind of smells like my grandma's old makeup. It's like not a very appealing scent whatsoever, which kind of really bothers me. So, but anyway, I'm just gonna go in with this e.l.f. under eye concealer and put it on my lids because my dark hyperpigmentation is kind of ridiculous. Look at me being a real beauty YouTuber, putting these downward triangles under my eye. Like, I never do this. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna take my fake Sassy and Chic, hate that name, fake beauty blender and just buff that all in. This feels incredibly uncomfortable on my eyelids right now. Did that do absolutely anything? I feel like I still have wonky circles for days here. Here, let me try my finger. Does that work better? Looks like the finger to blend out this particular e.l.f. concealer works a little better, and I probably actually knew that already, but I don't use this concealer enough to remember. Let's go in with a little bit more here. Oh yeah, see how much better the coverage is when you press it in with your finger? I still look super tired, but that's pretty normal with my rank under eye circles. So now I'm just going to set my under eyes and probably the rest of my face with a powder just because this BB cream is pretty tacky. And I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Foundation. The top is all wonky at the moment, so it just looks like this. I've used it in a bunch of videos before, and I've actually been setting my under eye concealer with this fake beauty blender. Again, I just put the powder on it and just press it into my under eye area. It helps it not get too cakey under there, which can happen pretty easily with my skin because my skin is really dry, and any kind of powder just kind of zaps the moisture out, even if it doesn't zap the moisture out of the other areas of my skin. My under eye area always ends up looking like I'm 107. So now I'm just going to take a brush and just lightly dust this over the rest of my face. I'm using the e.l.f. complexion brush for this. Like most of my brushes are from e.l.f. Mostly the Studio line, but my blush brush is from their Essentials line, and I actually really love it. I know they just made it with natural hair, which the one I have is made with synthetic hair, and it's pretty rough, but I would rather use synthetic hair brushes. I just don't like natural hair brushes. Now I'm going to just go into my eyes. Normally what I do is, if I'm doing like a natural makeup, is I'll do my base makeup, my eyes, and then finish the rest of my face. Don't ask me why I do it in that order. I just do. So I'm just taking this little spoolie brush that I have, and I'm actually going to be using this. I just got it the other day. This e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. Excuse me. To put my crazy brows into place. Now, recently, as you all know, I'm sure because you are on YouTube, really thick, unruly brows are the trend right now. And I have always had these crazy brows my entire life, and I refused to get them waxed just because I had a friend go through a horrifying wax experience when I was younger, and that kind of just scarred me for life. after she went in to get her eyebrows waxed, and when they waxed them, they pulled like all of her eye skin off, and she had just like gross hanging eye skin for like a long time. So I'm just going in with the eyebrow side of this. I'm sure that they're both exactly the same. One side says eyelash and one side says brow, but I don't know how they could really be different. So anyway, so she had that terrible like scarring eyebrow waxing experience, and this was when I was like 14. And after I saw her go through that, I never wanted to get my eyebrows waxed ever, so I just kind of like lived with it. My eyebrows actually used to be way worse than this because I was too lazy to even tweeze them or anything, so now I'm like going and I just shape them a little bit, but I still like, I have this terrible phobia of plucking too much of my eyebrows off, because my same friend who had this horrible eyebrow experience when I was in high school had her sister who plucked her entire eyebrows off. I don't know how this happened, but she plucked all of her eyebrows off and they never grew back. So I was scarred from that also. So I just have this terrible phobia of like plucking my eyebrows and them just never ever coming back. So I have these crazy unruly brows. They're probably not the most aesthetically pleasing, but I've had these brows for the longest time and I used to get made fun of for it all the time, and now that they're trendy, I just think that it's funny because I've had them forever, and it's nice to see thick eyebrows actually not be ridiculed, although some people still really hate them. Anyway, I'm just gonna go in with an e.l.f. smudge pot just to add a little bit of something to my eyes so they don't look completely bare. I'm probably gonna go in with the color Cruise and Chic. It is just a simple taupey brown color. And I'm just going to smudge that all over my lid with no primer, because that was a dumb mistake, because my eyelids, my whole skin is very dry except for my eyelids. My eyelids get super oily, so pretty much every single eyeshadow known to man creases on me, even with some primers. Like, I have to be very careful about which primers I use because some of them still cause eyeshadows to crease. It's a fun time. Fun time having dry skin and oily eyelids. But hey, whatever. It's just makeup. So I'm just going in to add a little something so my eyelids aren't completely bare, just smudging that out with my finger because I'm lazy and don't feel like using a brush right now. Probably gonna go in with a brush, actually. Look at me being proactive here, and smudge that out. Ooh, that's way too much under the lash line. Just to make it look a little more cohesive. And you guys know that I am not the greatest at makeup, but I love doing it. So it's just fun to me. There, now I'm not looking so haggard. Well, maybe less haggard. Now I'm going to go in with Milani Shadow Eyes in Almond Cream. And I actually picked this up at Dollar Tree, which was amazing that I even found it there. When they got rid of a bunch of Milani, I'm just putting this in my waterline if you couldn't tell. When they got rid of a bunch of Milani products at like my local Rite Aids and CVS, they just got rid of the Milani altogether. They shipped it to the Dollar Tree, so like there were so many Milani products there. So I got this in Almond Cream, and I actually got two more. I got the one in Winter White and the black one, which is Black Ink. And I haven't used them yet, but I'm very excited to try them out. Because I did a Dollar Tree Beauty Finds on the other Milani ones that were there before. So if you want to check that out, I'll link that below. Now I am going to be putting on mascara, and I'm just using my tried and true Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless. I love this mascara. I've repurchased it a bunch of times. It's a great top lash mascara, but on me, when I use it on the bottom lashes, which I do like all the time, even though it does this, it just smudges onto my face makeup. So today I'm actually going to try that clear mascara on the bottom just to see how that works out, and I'll let you guys know in another video if it worked out for me, because I hate like going through half my day and then looking at my face to see that there's just black smudges from my mascara all over my face because of my mascara. And this happens to me with like any mascara, like every single one I've tried, so it might be just me. This might be a great bottom lash mascara for you, I don't know, but I really love this mascara for my top lashes. And it's really hard for me to give recommendations for mascara just because I have naturally good lashes, which I feel very grateful to have. So you could probably give me any mascara and it would make my eyelashes look long. Like, I haven't, pretty much every single one I've tried has worked in one way or another for me. And obviously I've liked some more than others, like wet versus dry formula or waterproof versus not waterproof. But what is going to work on me with these with my natural lashes probably might not work for you if you don't have naturally good lashes. Like, I don't have to curl my eyelashes ever. Like, I tried curling them once. I bought an eyelash curler at the dollar store just to see what would happen if I curled my eyelashes, and it did absolutely nothing. So that's going to be really hard for me to give you a good recommendation, like what's going to hold a curl, what's not going to curl. So don't take any of like my recommendations for mascara into account except for like bottom lash smudging. But I really do like this mascara. Some do work better for me than others. This one works really great, and it's only like $6, so I hate paying more than like $6 for mascara. Now I'm just going back in with this e.l.f. dual-ended thing and trying the eyelash side, which is supposed to be a clear mascara. I still don't know what the difference between the clear mascara and the eyebrow gel is, but we're just gonna try this. I have to get close for this, so. Now, see, I'm dumb. I need a black mascara on the bottom because it darkens up your lashes, duh. I mean, like, I have black eyelashes, but. So I'm just gonna go back in with my regular mascara and do it on the bottom. Like a dum-dum head. I'm so bad at putting on mascara on the bottom lashes. I get it everywhere, and I normally poke my eye. See, the reason why I really like this mascara is because of the brush. It's really long, but it tapers, so I don't like stab my eyeballs out with them, because some of them have ridiculous brushes that I just stab myself with. Like, I feel like after using the Rimmel Scandalize Retro Glam one that I could use any mascara wand because of how ridiculous this wand is. Here, I'll show you. Look at how big this thing is. I used to poke my eye out with this every single time. I just can't work with wands like that. This was a really good mascara. It's just like, how could you possibly use the wand? Now I'm gonna go back to the rest of my face now that my eyes are done. I know this is like not a super exciting makeup look at all, but I'm just getting ready to hang out at my friend's house, so I'm not really doing anything. So for my highlighter, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. And this bronzer is a myriad of 4 colors. And for my highlight, I normally only use this color. I barely use the rest of this. Sometimes I use this pink one for blush, but I never swirl them together. I never use them as bronzer. I pretty much only use it for this highlight, which I love. It's a really great golden toned highlight. It looks good on my pale skin. It stays on all day. It doesn't emphasize my pores, yada yada yada. So I'm just taking that on a e.l.f. small taper brush. I always get the name of this brush wrong, so you're finally going to hear the correct name for this brush, because in a bunch of tutorials I've called it a bunch of different things. So I'm just putting that on the top of my cheekbones. I'm like addicted to highlighting. I just got into highlighting like 2 years ago. I never did this before. I've been wearing makeup for over 10 years and I never highlighted before. I know it sounds terrible, but taking it on the top of the cheekbones, above my eyebrows. I stopped highlighting the middle of my forehead because I just didn't think it made my forehead look great, even though it's not that big. Just down a little bit of my nose. I like making the nose really glowy, but not too much. You gotta blend that. Cupid's bow. And then I'm very self-conscious about my chin. I feel like sometimes it just recedes into my neck, so I like to put the highlight like right at the tip of my chin, so it looks like the light is shining like right on the tip. And that's where my camera battery died. All I really did to complete this look was just add a little bit of this blush from the e.l.f. blush palette in dark for my blush, and then I was so excited to try on camera this NARS Slim Lip Pencil. The NARS Satin Lip Pencil in Rikujin. Because it was part of like my Beauty Insider birthday gift. Anyone who's a part of Beauty Insider at Sephora gets a free birthday gift. And this year it was 2 NARS lip pencils, and so I put that all over my lips. I really like this color. It's a nice everyday color. Not sure if I would pay $26 for it, but hey, it was free, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed this like chatty, get ready, talk through tutorial thing. It was my first time trying it out, so sorry if I sounded super rambly. And I know this look isn't anything super crazy out there creative. It's just like my natural go-to look when I'm like heading out the door and going somewhere and don't want to be super fancy. Like I said, I'm only gonna just be hanging out. So like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you like, and remember, stay cheap and lazy.